Hey, it's Michael from Trimline. Trimline exists to help people grow profitable businesses and hopefully help them find that exit of their dreams. That's what really excites me. That's what really gets me out of bed in the morning. In order to know what problem to solve, we need to know where you're at on the journey. So I've created a really clear framework to help you identify where you're at and the key problems that you're going to need to solve. Let's dive into it. Okay, I don't want you to get too overwhelmed, and I've tried to make this as simple as possible while still giving you all the key metrics you need to be looking at. Let's go through it from year 1 through to year 5. Year 1 is just your launch stage, and that's going to have a small team, the owner's just bootstrapping things. You're really just finding your feet. You're finding product market fit. That's not an area I help people with, and I usually step in at around year 2, which is the growth stage. You'll see that year 1, and just keep in mind these timeframes are compressed. I'm not expecting you to build a $5 million business in 5 years. This does take longer amount of time, but for simplicity, we've compressed the timeframes. So the growth stage, or year 2, this is when you've got a growing team. You're still having a lot of direct reports in this stage. You might be hitting that $1 million in top line revenue, which is fantastic, but your profitability is still taking a hit. And you're often the most overworked and burnt out in this stage because you have a lot of direct reports. You haven't built in that management layer yet. So that's year 2. Year 3 is the scale stage. That's where you might start to struggle with cash. You're going to need to kind of level up your knowledge in the game of business to work out, where is it all this going? Why am I not being able to pay my ATO tax bills? You'll need to start looking at cash flow forecasting. You need to be looking at, why am I not collecting cash earlier? And really be mindful of that, because that's the lifeblood of your business. And once you fix your margins, that's what you need to start focusing in order to help you navigate, because year 2, 3, and 4 are the hardest to navigate. That's when your profits take a hit because you're adding that management layer, and that's when people really struggle. And that's why most people don't make it out of this stage. Year 4, established. This becomes a little bit more stable because you've got the size and the budget. You've found your management team. You may have had to go through a bunch of different hires to find them, but you've built that leadership team around you, so you're not doing all of it. Importantly, the founder isn't the direct report for every single person in the business anymore, so you've got more thinking time to work on the business. And then you can start making strategic decisions and try and focus on improving profits. Year 5 is the exit stage. In this example, that's around the $5 million mark, because all I want to do is try and get you up to that 5 million and beyond. You need to start thinking more like a CEO about the long term. You need to be putting systems in place to run without you. Maybe you want to have long-term incentive plans for your key team members, things like that. And you're becoming a leader of the business, not just in the day-to-day grind with everyone. Hopefully you can identify yourself on this growth journey. And you can see here on the graph, the net profit from year 1 through to year 5, it takes that hit in year 2, 3, and 4, and then improves as you kind of have that management team around you and you've built yourself out of the day-to-day. Hopefully you've got some use. I'll see you on the next one.